What is up, everyone? Welcome back to another YouTube video. My name is Mike, full-time Amazon media seller. Today's video is one I always dread making. I just got back from my library, so I have multiple libraries I work directly with. Excess donations all go to me. I do donate to the library. I'm not paying hundreds of dollars for these books. It's under hundreds of dollars every single time I pick them up, but I do contribute to the library. They don't ask it of me, but I do like to keep my relationships in good faith. I'm gonna rip these boxes open right here, live. Not live because it's live for you, but not for me. And we're gonna see what we got in here. So I'm gonna show my screen. We're gonna see what we can find. I'll get a little bit more of my different piles, my different mindset as I go along. If you're interested in making money selling on Amazon, or even understanding how to wind up getting a library connection like I have, join the YouTube channel, $2.99. That's right, $2.99 a month. I haven't raised it since I started it, and inflation's going up a lot, all right? We got a weekly live call, 24/7 private Discord, and the go-to lister discount literally pays for the membership. I pay you to be in there, and I pay you to be an actual business owner and not a reseller whose bank account just stays flat or doesn't go up ever. So, piles. You see boxes in the back there. I got a box for my grandparents, right? They want the Grishams, the Pattersons, the Clancys, so I box them up stuff, I send it to them. Anything without a barcode goes in Johnny's box. Anything that's signed goes in Johnny's box. If you don't know who Johnny is, he's got his own YouTube channel at The Book Shepherd. He's a co-host of my podcast, right? And he does a consignment 50-50. I do no eBay. No barcode, it goes in a box. He can deal with it when it gets there. Now we got Second and Charles. If it's in a good condition book and there's no library stickers on it, I can trade it in at Second and Charles, get store credit, buy myself cool t-shirts, whatever the heck I want. They sell basically anything under the sun, and anything besides that goes in the free pile over here that we already have going from our last pickup. I list all of the books, duds, for free on Facebook Marketplace. Somebody will come here, take all of the duds. It makes my life easy. So we're scanning in bulk, so we can be a little bit more aggressive on what we're sending as long as it is a fast mover. Let me get my screen recording here so we have a little bit to go on as we go, and you actually can see what the heck I am scanning. I have no idea what are in any of these. Just for reference, we do usually wind up with between 1 IKEA bag and 4 IKEA bags full of profitable books from every pickup. I do not have a truck, right? For those that don't know who the heck I am. That is a Nissan Altima. I fill this up. My libraries know that I have a Nissan Altima. So if some of the boxes are smaller, it's better for me to fit them into the car. When you have good relationships, you don't need to back a U-Haul up. They understand what's going on, how you're helping them out. So I'm just gonna jump into this stuff. I probably should turn my screen so I can see it. You can see it, but I can't see it, and I don't know what the heck's going on. Always look at your screen when you're scanning, right? So this is something that I would send to Second and Charles. Pretty clean book, right? So we're gonna have a lot of different piles going on. And hopefully the biggest pile is gonna be Second and Charles and donations, right? And we'll probably get a few books for my grandparents and a few books for Johnny as well somewhere along the way. I do usually check like sports books for autographs just real quick if I'm, you know, got nothing else going on. I do think it's funny, a lot of these books come in like alcohol boxes. For those who don't know, I don't drink any alcohol anymore. I know you're probably like, dude, you're a loser. If you would have known me in college, listen, I drank enough for a lifetime. So things like this that have like the library stuff on the side and the sticker on the back, Second and Charles will not take these. So these are automatically donations, right? There's nothing we can do about that. Second and Charles also isn't going to take your complete junk. Patricia Cornwell. So I have a few authors, like I said, that I've gotten from my grandparents that they look out for. So I can easily just throw it in their box if it's one of the authors they are actively looking for. So you never know what you're going to get inside of these boxes. I will say this. The libraries I work with are in a little bit of nicer areas, so usually the stuff is pretty decent. You always run into like these little type crappy books, but overall I do think the library location that you work with does play a factor. I mean, I think about it, if I worked at the library in the neighborhood I grew up in, Kensington in Philadelphia, go Google it. I think there was, I forget the name of the park, but there was a library that was a little bit of walk away that I used to go to all the time. And yeah, like that library, the donations would probably suck, right? At the end of the day, it's probably mostly junk. So I do think working on relationships in a smart manner, if you just need bulk inventory, right? Like, sure, you can take anything, but I'm not going to keep doing this. Like, here's a weird one, right? The used buy box is 20 bucks. It says I'm restricted, but I'm sure I can get approved. Christmas books, a lot of these are Christmas books. I don't play the seasonal game, but something like this I will definitely send in. 20 bucks might be a little inflated, and we know we can undercut it and get the buy box even at $20. So it's there's levels to the game, right? You don't want to waste your time. If the relationship isn't worth it, then we have to move on from it. No barcode on this one. And the reason I don't do these types of videos is because I have to sit here and talk to you all. And honestly, it slows me down a lot. Like, I'd probably be done this by now. I'm just kidding. I'd be a lot further along the way. There's no ISBN on this one. So I'll just have to cover scan this. So that's why you don't see these types of videos, because Amazon pays my bills, not YouTube. So I have to be consistent about what I'm actually doing. There goes the next step, fast mover. The things they carried, Vietnam War, crazy. I couldn't imagine carrying somebody trying to save their lives. Bullets are flying all over the place. Shout out to all you veterans as well. It slows me down too much. I'm gonna be straight up with you. Doing videos when I have bulk slows me down way too damn much for me to be efficient in the manner I'd like to be. Now, if you got all day and you don't want to watch Unsolved Mysteries at night, then sure, 100%, knock your socks off. Spend as much time as you want going through your bulk. But for me, I am all about efficiencies and getting as much done as I possibly can in the littlest amount of time. The Bag Man. Some of this stuff is just crazy. Some of this stuff is crazy. Now, if I didn't have Second and Charles, which I know a lot of you don't, I would find a local bookstore, possibly get store credit, turn that store credit into more profitable inventory. The problem with this stuff is you can sink yourself really quick by spending a lot of time wasted trying to monetize all of this junk. I used to take my donations to the bins and get rid of them. It's a good book. $14.70 profit. Apocalypse Against Empire. No idea, but I'll take the money. You can't let the bulk sink your business, and that's what happens. A lot of people, they actually get slowed down by bulk, and they think they're being efficient, but they're really not. You're just spinning your tires, and I don't want you to get a bunch of inventory that's going to hurt your business. I want you to be efficient. I want you to make as much as you can in as little bit of time as you possibly can. I know it sounds greedy, but that's what I want you to be. I want you to be the greediest reseller in the history of the universe. That's why I love Amazon, because you can be, quote unquote, you can cut corners with Amazon, right? You don't have to really be making sure the books are in great condition and this and that. Like, you kind of can get away with cutting corners, and I don't think there's anything wrong with it. It's not like we get punished for cutting corners. It's just a matter of, hey, you know, can we cut corners? Yes, Amazon basically allows it, so let's do it. I mean, it's not basically, they actually allow it. So it is what it is for me. I know a lot of you kind of get caught up. This is a trap here, right? You see this 5 sales score, you might think to yourself, oh, there's only one person selling it. Well, they're at $9 and they're not getting the buy box. Sure, they might not be eligible, but don't send this type of stuff in. This is one you might think I would send in. Book fees are going up. If you haven't seen, watch my previous video. Long-term storage fees are going up. If you're going to take risk, don't take it on books that are really not going to be that profitable, even if they sell. Look at this cool sideways cover. Scattershot. I have no idea. My bipolar family. I'm pretty sure all of us have bipolar families. We always have a bunch of crazies in the family we try to avoid at all costs. This is a depressing title. I will send this one in, right? We make $4. Depression in the first person. Hello, I want to die. Please fix me. Listen, there's always somebody out there that can lift you up. If you feel like you're down in a rut, shoot me a comment, shoot me a message. I got some of the best jokes in the game. I can, listen, some of you have it way worse than I ever have, but I've been at the bottom of the barrel. I had $0. I worked 50 hours a week. I had no type of outlook on life besides, I got to get my ass and go do something I hate doing just so I can keep the lights on. So if you're down in the dumps, I'm not going to say I'm a therapist, but I feel like, you know, I have proven the fact that you can go from nothing to something if you're just willing to commit to a process and kind of put in the work that it's going to take. Because this is work. I don't show you this. I didn't even show you guys me unloading it from the car, because that alone takes too much of my damn time. So I move as fast as I possibly can and get through as much stuff as I can. And yeah. All right, so I told you guys about no dust jackets go to Johnny if they are older. So if they seem kind of newer, they go right in the donation pile. Maybe Johnny hates me for it, maybe he doesn't, but like I know SM Sterling is a science fiction author, fiction, so I know that that's not going to do me any good. Winning by losing. Jillian Michaels, you know that sucks. Maybe she signed it. Nah, she don't seem like the type of person to sign things. Take it how you want to take it, Jillian. And I would have much more better setup with my table if I wasn't recording this. I got to be kind of close so I can show you guys this junk that I have to deal with and get rid of. Long Walk Home. We just watched The Long Walk, movie based on a Stephen King book. Pretty good, pretty good, pretty good. If you're into like Stephen King books, The Long Walk, it just came out not that long ago. We watched it last night, the day before I recorded this. It is signed, so guess what? It's going in Johnny's pile. Johnny's pile, yay! We got something for him. I haven't seen anything yet for my grandparents, but I'm sure there'll be plenty of that coming in. This type of stuff, no idea. I'm not even wasting time. Could it be worth $1 trillion? Sure. Not wasting my damn time. Everything you need to know about money and investing. Start now. Let your money work for you. That's the best tip. I just saved you reading 500 pages. All you need to know about manufacturing, I learned in Joe's garage. Who the heck is Joe? I'm sending this in. $4 profit. Pretty fast mover. Thank you, Joe. We appreciate guerrilla marketing. I've seen this book 1,000 times. I know it's junk. Still down. What to do when antidepressants fail. Slow mover. Usually this type of stuff helps pretty good, but not that one. Eat to Live. Cookbook. Definitely wouldn't scan this if I wasn't recorded. Followed by Eat to Live, How Not to Die. I don't know. This thing sells. I'm going to send this in. Yeah, let's see. Let's go live and see what's going on. The used buy box is more than a new buy box. This thing's in pretty good shape. Is this signed? I can't tell if this is the actual signature. It doesn't look like it. I don't know though. We're gonna send that in. It's a fast mover. If anything, it'll help keep my account health sell-through up a little bit so I can show off my orange bars. Whole30, we know that book is junk. Australian Outback food chain. Nah, we ain't worried about that. Busy Mom's Guide, junk. Shoot the damn dog. What the? Don't shoot your dog. Dogs are great. Pets are great. They kind of keep us grounded, and you know, me and Deb always said, your pets will never turn your back on you, right? You might have some crazy ass family members that take advantage of you in life, but your pets will always be there, and they'll always want your attention, so pets are good. Let's get rid of this box. Put it over in the free pickup pile. Moving on, we got some more Tangeray type stuff. 72, is this signed? Any type of political books, I also check to see if they are signed. So if I am familiar with the name, I always just double check, because you never know. I've gotten some crazy books. I've gotten a Trump signed book, right? Donald Trump signed Art of the First Deal, or whatever the hell it's called. And yeah, I got that literally from the same exact library for free. I know, it's crazy, right? But when you start finding things, now this is one I would not be mad, but there's 2 used FBA and neither of them are getting the buy box. So this just tells me that it's priced too high. So I would not send this one in. If you did, it probably would sell. Just if it didn't, I want you all to make money. And I have the capital to take risk like this if I wanted to. But for the sake of me being live on YouTube, I will not send that in. This stuff you know is junk, right? Maybe you could sell it on Whatnot. Lots of junk in this one. Flower gardening, I'll take a risk and lift it out of the box and scan it. Not worth it, as expected. So anything that's got any president's face on it, you need to check it for a signature, because it doesn't matter the president, you still can get a decent amount of money if they actually sign the book. These are all from the library, so the libraries rotate out the books they have, right? So it's not, they want to get rid of the stuff that's junk to them, and they have it, so I can't trade it in, but sometimes it's still good, and Amazon doesn't care about the library stickers on the back or any of that. Condition means nothing on Amazon. Anybody that's followed me over the past few years know that I could care less. This is a slow mover, right? So I will send this, but we're not going up to $34.50. It's going to be like $19.99. So we've got to see, is it even worth it sending in at $19.99? The answer is probably going to be no. So if I were to send this in, do not price it this used buy box. Get aggressive. I'm not sending it in because I don't like taking risks with books like I used to. I see the storage fees. I hear the horror stories. I know the removal fees, and it can eat away at your profit pretty quickly if you're not paying attention. I mean, look, you sell this book for $12.80, and after fees, you only make $1.28. Like, that's bad. That is bad business. The Ultimate Book of Imposters. Never sold. There is a piece of paper in here. Oh, that's just their library, what they got out from the library. So that box sucked. We're kind of hanging on by a thread here. We got a little bit for Second and Charles. Nothing for the grandparents yet, but that stuff's in here for sure. There's always Patterson. There's always Clancy to be found. Just a matter of getting to it. I don't know how long this video is going to go for. Kind of till I just get tired of you guys, so we'll see. Mothers of Influence. Mom, you are making a difference. Don't probably take that. The Horse Boy. A father's quest to heal his son. Good on them. Inside Scientology. Surprised this one isn't worth it. Must be a crappy book. Library, so we can't do anything with that. Fast Mover, not worth it. I mean, it is ranked 350. Make your bed. So you know what? For the sake of being sell-through guy, I have to send a book in that's ranked 350, and I'm going to make $2.87. It's only $2.87. Well, think about that next time you go to the gas station and you want to get like a fountain soda, right? I could just, if I told you to take this book in and trade it for a fountain soda, you'd do it all day long. You got to prep it. No, you don't. You just put a sticker on the back and throw it in a damn box. Healing back pain. I don't need to worry about that yet in life. Don't retire broke. I kind of already told you guys, you don't want to retire broke. Join the YouTube channel and I'll tell you all my investments. I won't because you're all crazy and everybody's got an opinion. But I can help you have a profitable reselling business. Just ask the millions and trillions of people in my group that have. Patterson, shout out Grandma, I'm coming your way. Love, Greg and Lauren. No idea. I mean, honestly, I don't know nothing about none of this stuff. So we go down these rabbit holes together and see where it takes us. Going Clear. More Scientology. I know some of you out there like, oh, lot them up. Scientology books, lot them up. Ain't no one got time for that. There's many more higher producing things I could be doing than listing lots on eBay. Even me just doing Johnny's box, like, it's a drag for me. I hate it. Dreamcatcher, George Washington. Even he's not worth nothing anymore. Unbelievable. But that can go to Second and Charles at least. Trade paperbacks, don't sleep on them. Especially movie tie-ins, anything that you recognize is always worth looking up. Not that one, I missed the box. The Life of Pi, never seen the movie, could care less. Second and Charles would take it. The Other Side, X-Library, that's junk. Putting Out of Your Mind. We'll send that one. Good sell-through, $3. $2.73 for this one at $12.09. This thing sells all day, every day. We will also send this one. Good Harbor. Science fiction. Junk? It's not junk. I think me calling books junk may offend people. And I don't really care because they really are junk. Like, most of them are just crappy. Like, I would never read 99% of this stuff, but it doesn't mean some of you won't. So I shouldn't say junk, but you guys know me. If you know, you know. That the used book guy is an illiterate, greedy SOB. Hippie boy. Not worth nothing. Murray Higgins Clark. Second and Charles doesn't even want that junk. Shakespeare, Bill Bryson, not sending that in. So what I'm looking for when I am sending in the lower profit stuff, I need high sell-through. I want it to be guaranteed to sell if I send it in at that price. This is a really nice looking book, but perfect example, right? This thing sells all the time. Even if we sold this at 12 bucks, you only make $1.50. If you have to have this book removed, this thing weighs like 3 pounds. You're looking at $4. So if you get a return and the bozo working at Amazon says this isn't sellable, you're gonna have to pay $4 to have this destroyed or sent back to you. So these are the traps you need to avoid. 100%. Like I said, I've gotten much more picky about the type of inventory when it comes to books that I'm sending to Amazon. I don't think, it's definitely not like it used to be. I'll still take risks. It's just a lot more calculated than I used to be. I used to be willing to send in the one sales score type stuff all day long. Not no more. And anybody that's doing strictly books, you all know how much the fees have gone up, how much storage costs and everything like that. This has been going for 23 minutes. I've had enough. I'm gonna stop recording my phone screen and I'm gonna get through the rest of these boxes on my own, right? So you will never know. And nobody will ever know. It's not like I'm gonna go post what I found to the Discord. If I find something crazy, yeah, but I mean, this is the type of shit that I do in the background that really doesn't get seen. So when you guys hear me talk my numbers, right? I just looked earlier this morning. I'm trying to close in on 200K in the past 12 months, and I'm right at 180. So like, you don't see this type of work, and it's not that I hate you, right? I love every single one of you. It's just a lot of slowdown if I record this. We got through 4 boxes, and this is a mess, versus if I wasn't recording for the past 25 minutes, I'd probably be basically all but done. So just understand that when you hear Mike the Used Book Guy talk about his numbers, that there's a lot of shit he does in the background, right? I was out this morning at 9 o'clock to get to the library, to pick it up, to bring it to the unit. I went home, grabbed a bite to eat, came back to the unit, recorded this video, got to get through the rest of this. The unit, we got no more bookshelves besides the one you guys are actually sitting on, the GoPro. So we'll be out of this unit within the next 10 days. At the end of the month, we're getting another unit just to be cheap. Even though I make money, I'm not going to get, I'm not just going to pay more just to pay more. I can just go to another storage unit. So we got rid of all the bookcases we had for free. We got rid of a ton of shipping supplies for free. We're rocking and rolling over here. We're kicking ass. We already got a pile of books we're going to send in. So yeah, this is kind of just a behind the scenes, me waste my time and show you guys a little bit of the craziness that goes on with these library pickups. Don't try to monetize all of this. Come here. I'm grabbing you by your shirt right now. Do not let bulk slow you down. The most money you can make is cherry picking high profitable items. The reason I do this is because my library is in really good areas and the inventory is really good and usually really clean, right? This is cream of the crop stuff. Go get a library, monitor it. If it sucks, part ways. Don't keep relationships that suck. I mean, if I wouldn't keep going to get this stuff if I was getting 10 books out of a whole carload, right? That would not exist. So that's going to do it for this long-winded video. I appreciate you watching. I got tons of duds if you want them. They'll be up on Facebook Marketplace later this week. So I'll see you all in the next bulk library pickup videos. Bye-bye.